Das englische Wort nice ist sehr schwer zu übersetzen, weil man es in mehreren Kontexten benutzen kann. Das bedeutet, dass es viele mögliche Übersetzungen ins Deutsche hat. Schauen wir uns dieses kleines Wort an und finden wir heraus, ob wir uns irgendeinen Reim daraus machen können. Das hier ist Lernen und Fahren. Let's start with the easy ones. Let's start with the ones that, the translations of the word nice that map directly to a word in German. The most obvious one here is nett. Nett in German means nice in the context of like friendly. Nett and freundlich are in fact synonymous in German, similar to nice and friendly in English. For example, I like Lisa, she's very nice. Ich mag Lisa, sie ist sehr nett. You can also say, sie ist sehr freundlich, means the same thing. You can also say, netter Hund. Nice dog. Or, man, das war ein netter Versuch. Hey man, that was a nice try. Great. In English we have the construct to be nice of someone. For example, that was very nice of you. This maps almost perfectly into German with the construct, das war sehr nett von dir. Von dir, literally from you, but it maps to the English of you. That was nice of you, das war nett von dir. Great. In English we also have the construct to be nice to someone. There's another preposition we can use with nice, and that is to. And that again maps perfectly into German. I like Lisa, she's always very friendly to me. Or she's always very nice to me. Ich mag Lisa, sie ist immer sehr freundlich zu mir. Sie ist immer sehr nett zu mir. That zu mir maps perfectly to the English to me. But it doesn't stop there. In English we can use the word nice in a more generic sense just to mean good. And here in German we have to change the translation a little bit so that we use the word gut in German. For example, today was a very nice day. In German you can say, heute war ein sehr guter Tag. A very good day. Even in English, nice and good can be synonymous in that context. Okay. But we're still not done. In English, nice can also mean pretty or attractive. For example, man, what a nice view. In German, was für einen schönen Ausblick. You wouldn't say netten there, you wouldn't say freundlichen, that makes no sense. You would say schönen, as in pretty or attractive or appealing. Look at that view, seriously, it's quite nice. And in English, we can use the word nice just on its own as a standalone exclamation. If you see something you really like, you can say nice. That maps to German in the form of the word, I don't know, like großartig or ausgezeichnet or perhaps geil, depending on context. Geil is pretty informal, but I like that word. Okay, so far so good. So far we have seen the word nice in English maps directly to a word in German, a corresponding word in the German language, and we have no surprises there. But let's now look at some of the ones that are not so straightforward. Because we use the word nice in some contexts in English that would sound a little strange in German. For example, let's say we're at a restaurant. I could say something like, man, this steak is really nice. Nice there is not going to translate to nett or freundlich or schön. Nice there just kind of means like it tastes good. But they don't use the word nice in German that way. We got to rephrase it. We got to say something like, dieses Steak ist sehr gut. And of course there's other words in German you could use. You could say köstlich. You could say es schmeckt sehr gut. Man kann's essen, oder? Oh, adjusting the camera. Did I miss my turn? I really hope I didn't miss my turn. Let's keep going. And I think this is my turn. I hope this is my turn. All right, well, let's go with it and hope for the best. So, moving on. We can also use the word nice in English in its adverb form. We talked about adverbs in the previous episode. The adverbial form of nice is nicely, and this is a little bit difficult to translate directly into German. Because we can say things like, if we see a friend do something really well, we can say, man, that was really nicely done. Nicely done? How do we translate that to German? You could say, man, das war sehr gut gemacht. Or, du hast das sehr gut gemacht. Sehr gut gemacht, of course, is you did that very well. We can also say in English, that nicely solves our problem. I don't really know how to translate nicely solves into German. We have to reword it. You could say something like, das ist eine gute Lösung für unser Problem. that is a good solution for our problem. That's not a direct translation of nicely solves. In English we can say that nicely advances our position, or that nicely accomplishes our goals. I don't know how to get across that sense of nicely without just, rewording it. Das ist eine gute Lösung für unser Problem. Oh. I don't remember where to go here. Do I turn here? No, I don't. I don't turn here. I do know where I am, believe it or not. I just haven't driven this way in a while. Okay, I saved the hard ones for last. Let's talk about semantics. Semantics are shades of meaning, and we can't translate these literally word for word. I mean, we can, but we'd end up saying something that we didn't mean. Semantics are all about body language, or tone of voice, or context, or even culture. Let's take a look at a few examples of this. In English, we can use the word nice dismissively. Let's say you go to someone and you're really excited about something, and you spend 5 minutes talking about it, whatever it is you're excited about. And then at the end of it, you're waiting for a response, and the person just says to you, "That's nice." That's nice. What does that mean? We could translate that literally to German as "Das finde ich gut so." But it loses something in the translation, because the way it was said, and the fact that that's all that was said in response to my 5 minutes of animated discussion, the fact that the only response I got was "that's nice," it actually means something more like "I don't care," or "I wasn't even really listening to you. I tuned you out 2 minutes ago. I don't care about what you have to say. Ich habe absolut gar kein Interesse daran." Another case where the word might not be translatable literally is when we use sarcasm. For example, you could say something like, "Oh, I lost my job today. Nice." "Well, that's nice. My car broke down." Obviously, by nice there, I mean not nice. I'm being sarcastic. I'm saying the opposite of what's true. That works the same way in both languages. We can say the same thing in German, like, "Oh, großartig, ich habe meinen Job verloren." Now, we can also, in English, use the word nice diplomatically. This is to avoid saying something directly. For example, somebody comes to you and says, "Oh, hey, I heard you had a date last night. How did it go? How was she? Did you two hit it off? Are you going to see her again?" You could answer that by saying something like, "Oh, my date last night, it was nice. She was nice." Again, we could translate that literally, but we're going to lose something in the translation, because clearly I mean that it was not nice. I'm trying to be diplomatic. I'm trying to spare her feelings, because this might get back to her, and I don't want to be overly negative. What I want to say there is we did not get along, we didn't hit it off, wasn't a love connection, I don't want to see her again. But to avoid saying all that, I just use the word nice as an extremely generic, non-specific adjective to describe it, and reading between the lines, it means that it was not nice. Now, I should point out that this one is cultural more than it is linguistic. The reputation that the Germans have, and I know I'm generalizing here, but the reputation that the Germans have is that they're very direct. If you ask a German person a direct question, you're going to get a direct answer. They're less likely to use language like this to kind of dance around diplomatically, same way that we do in England or in Canada, or to a lesser extent in the United States. If you ask a German person, "Hey, how was your date last night? Did you like her? Did you hit it off? Are you going to see her again?" You're less likely to get an answer like, "Oh, she was nice." You're more likely to get a direct answer to that, like, "Hey, how was your date last night? Did you hit it off?" Nein, sie hat mir nicht gefallen. Ich will sie nicht wiedersehen. They even have a word for this in German, and it is Geradlinigkeit. Geradeaus means straight ahead, and die Linie is the line. So Geradlinigkeit is straight aheadhood. In English, we have the word straightforward. Just be straightforward with me. You can abbreviate that in English. You can say, just be straight with me. Be straight with me means just tell me the truth. Be direct, be honest. Tell me what you really think. In German, that is Geradlinigkeit, and they're kind of known for it. I know again, that's a generalization about Germans. It's a stereotype. But I think this one is less likely to show up in, this usage of nice, is less likely to show up in German than it is in English. So, there you go. A nice little episode talking about a nice little word that has a bunch of different translations and a bunch of possible different meanings. We have to be a little bit careful when we're translating, because it's easy to get something wrong. when a word has so many different uses like this. That'll do it for today. We will see you next time on Lernen und Fahren. And I got it all in one take. Nice!